As the longest-running sitcom of all time, The Simpsons has made fans laugh on more than a few occasions. Homer alone has been the source of some of the most memorable comedy moments in the history of television. But this is a series that also knows how to tug at fans' collective heartstrings. This is a list of 10 times The Simpsons made us cry. Bart's Christmas gift. In the early years of the show, the focus was absolutely on Bart. He was bad to the bone on so many levels, but Bart managed to prove how good and how bad he was in the episode Marge, Be Not Proud. When Bart really wanted the new Bone Storm video game, he decided to shoplift it. Naturally, he got caught, which led to him ruining a family photo. The whole thing devastated Marge. When Bart got home, he appeared to be hiding something. Marge was understandably suspicious and pushed him to show her what he was hiding. Bart reveals it was a picture of himself that was going to be a gift for her.
I wanted to surprise you for Christmas.
This is the best present a mother could get!
This moment definitely hit some fans on an emotional level. Bart gets an F. Bart used to have a lot of catchphrases such as underachiever and proud of it, man. And given how terrible he generally is at school, the boy certainly lives up to that one. In Bart Gets an F, he came dangerously close to taking that underachievement to the next level. He almost failed the 4th grade when his lack of effort in school caught up with him. When he actually tried, he failed again.
What's the matter?
I really tried this time.
Watching that episode was a mix of sad tears when he failed and happy tears when he passed. Do it for her. Homer has a lot of dreams, very few of which are remotely plausible. And Maggie Makes 3 was a flashback episode that actually showcased one dream of his that almost came true. At that point, the only kids he and Marge had were Bart and Lisa. He could afford to quit the power plant and work at the bowling alley, a dream he was able to turn into a reality. When Maggie came along, he had to give up that dream and go back to the plant. You'd think Homer might despise Maggie for that. But what was a surprising turn of events and a shock to many fans, when Lisa asks why they don't have any photos of Maggie, Homer reveals that he uses the pictures to change the sign from "Don't forget you're here forever" to say "Do it for her."
I keep them where I need the most cheering up.
Aww. Bart's teacher dies. The loss of a cast member on any series is always hard to deal with. The sudden death of Phil Hartman years ago impacted news radio, Third Rock from the Sun, and The Simpsons. More recently, The Simpsons was rocked when Marcia Wallace, the longtime voice of Edna Crabapple, passed away. The Simpsons commemorated her in 4 regrettings and a funeral, when Bart wrote, "We'll really miss you, Mrs. K," on the chalkboard. That wasn't sad enough. This was the second time Ned Flanders became a widower in the series. Homer's mom leaves. It was rarely mentioned in the first few seasons, but Abe Simpson was a single father. He raised Homer by himself after Mona Simpson died, or so Homer thought. In Mother Simpson, Homer found out that Mona left Abe and Abe lied to him. She was running from the law, having gone into hiding for much of Homer's life. Homer was happy to have her back, but she had to go on the run again, leaving a devastated son behind. She would come back a few times before she finally passed away. Somehow, Abe actually outlived her. Lisa gets a note from smart Homer. Homer's stupidity is, to be blunt, legendary. As it turned out, there was a reason for that. When he was really young, he shoved a bunch of crayons up his nose. All but one made it back out when he sneezed, and that remaining crayon pressing on his brain made him stupid. At the same time, how smart could he actually have been in the first place if he shoved crayons up his nose? After having it removed in the episode Homer, Homer became incredibly smart and bonded with Lisa. But Homer couldn't hack it as a smarty pants and had Moe, of all people, put it back. Lisa was devastated by the loss of smart Homer, but he left her a beautiful note to explain how much she meant to him.
Lisa, I'm taking the coward's way out. But before I do, I just want you to know, being smart made me appreciate how amazing you really are.
Homer and Bart watch Itchy and Scratchy, the movie. Homer and Bart have always had a loving but tenuous relationship. Bart slams Homer, Homer chokes Bart. Fortunately, the second half of that equation has faded away in more recent seasons, but they do love each other. When Homer got worried about the direction of Bart's life, he punished him by banning his son from ever seeing Itchy and Scratchy, the movie. Homer stuck to his guns, and in the future, Bart became a Supreme Court justice thanks to his parenting. They shared a beautiful moment as old men when Homer finally let Bart see the movie. I Choo choose you. Ralph Wiggum is an odd character. He is special in every sense of the word and is beloved by pretty much everyone. Unfortunately, Ralph wasn't feeling the love in I Love Lisa. No one gave him a Valentine's Day card, which utterly shattered him. So, Lisa gave him one. It was heartwarming. Unfortunately, this led to Ralph having a massive crush on Lisa and her having to shut him down. Everything worked out in the end, but this episode was filled with some really emotional ups and downs for viewers. Santa's Little Helper recognizes Bart. Santa's Little Helper started out as a failed track dog, but became a member of the Simpsons family. So his departure from that family and dog of death was a devastating blow for everyone, particularly Bart. Fortunately, he found a good home. Well, not really a good home. He ended up as one of Mr. Burns' attack dogs. Eventually, Mr. Burns ended up sending Santa's Little Helper after Bart. Despite all of Burns' conditioning, Santa's Little Helper remembered how much he loved Bart and defended his boy from the rest of the attack dogs and went back to his old life. Beautiful. Happy birthday, Lisa. Bart and Lisa have a difficult relationship. They love each other and team up frequently. They're also at odds a lot of the time, particularly when they play hockey against each other. In the classic Happy Birthday Lisa episode, Bart had forgotten Lisa yet again.